I am a grammar Nazi. I'm one of those people who tends to, nay, needs to, correct your grammar on Facebook. In fact, I've actually unfriended people on Facebook for having too many grammatical transgressions. I don't apologize for this. The thing is, I'm a writer for a living. This is what I do. Grammar and spelling and all that stuff. It's at the forefront of my brain at all times. It has to be. And it reduces my quality of life when I go to Facebook and I see somebody doing something that just, it's like a spike in my spine. It does. It's like a physical pain. I weep for all of humanity. And I know it makes me a jerk and insufferable, but I feel justified in doing this. I really do. Because this stuff is literally third grade grammar. I'm sorry, but if you are a grown adult and can't handle third grade grammar, you need to be called out for it. It really is in your best interest to know this basic stuff. Because someday you're going to put something out there, either on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. Maybe you'll even send an email to somebody you're trying to get a job from. And that person is going to read this third grade grammatical problem and they're going to think less of you. And I know you're sitting there thinking, yes, Joe, you're a writer, so you know more about this kind of thing than most normal people do. And yeah, that's true. And you know, an electrician knows more about wiring up a house than I ever would. But this isn't wiring up a house. This is plugging in a lamp. And I just can't help it. If I see somebody write something that has those kinds of basic English problems in it, I'm going to think less of them. My respect for you just goes down. I'm sorry, it just does. And whether you like it or not, other people do too. It's going to keep you from getting jobs. It's going to reduce you in the eyes of some friends. Nobody wants to look stupid. Why would you want to look stupid? So learn this stuff. I think one of the reasons I get on my high horse about this kind of thing is that this is America, okay? You have no excuse. All this information is out there on the internet, in magazines, newspapers. Every time you read something, it's been sent through a proofreading process so that it's not grammatically incorrect. You're sitting there reading it. You can see how it's supposed to be. You can see it. It's right there, everywhere you look. And when I say that because you live in America, there's no excuse, what I really mean by that is you only have to know one language. We're one of the very few places in the world where you really only have to know one language to get by. This is something I've talked about in blogs and other places before, and people don't really think about it or talk about it very much, but in America we're actually pretty isolated as a country. Most other places, most other countries border several different countries that speak several different languages, and a lot of countries have different languages spoken inside the country by different sects and tribal regions and stuff like that. You have to know different languages to get by and to be able to trade and do business in that world. Take Germany, for example. Germany borders 11 countries that speak 9 different languages, and most of them speak English on top of that. And maybe not every single German speaks every one of those languages, but most Germans are multilingual and they have a fair grasp of all the languages around them. But then come over here to America and what do we have? We basically border on 2 different countries. One of them is culturally indistinguishable from us and speaks the same language, mostly. And the other one doesn't speak the same language, so we put a fence up between us. And that's why I get so just out of my mind about this, because in America, when it comes to language, you have one job, just one job. No English. That's it. And I'm sorry, but if you only have to know one language your entire life, you should know it at least to a 3rd grade level. Alright, so clearly I'm very passionate about this, but I think instead of just ranting about it, I'll try to help you out. I'm one of those helpful Nazis. The grammatical sin that I see most of the time and gets under my skin the most is your and you are. Notice I didn't say your and your because this isn't a word. Am I anywhere near it? I don't know. See, YOU''RE, that's actually not a word. That's a contraction for you are. As in, you are here, you are there, you are smart. YOUR represents possession. Another way of putting it is that the word your is usually followed by some kind of noun, like your dog, your cat, your bad education. When you say your something to somebody, you're saying it's something that belongs to them. So if you tell somebody you're stupid, what you're saying to them is they have a stupid, which makes you look stupid. I think the immediate blockage that I have to get across to you is that these two are not the same word. They don't have the same meanings, and this one is not a word at all. It's a contraction of 2 words. It's you are. So my advice to you if you struggle with this, and you should know by now if you struggle with this, is just say you are whenever you have that opportunity. Like say, you are here, you are going to kill me, you are stabbing me in the throat. And always use the word your as a possessive term, as in, yes, I'm stabbing your throat because of your bad grammar. Other terms that are messed up on a regular basis include there, and there, and to, and to, but I'll save those for another time. So my advice is, look, this isn't hard. This is very simple stuff. Just take a little bit of time, set aside a week and say, I'm going to learn this once and for all, and just learn it. It's all out there. I just told you everything you need to know about your and you are. And if somebody corrects your grammar on Facebook, don't get mad, thank them. They want to help you. They could just unfriend you. So spend a little bit of your time learning your language. Your life will be improved for it. You are welcome. So what's the grammatical error that just grinds your gears? Leave us a comment below. Tell us all about it. Subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching, and give us a thumbs up. All these things help Google to say, hey, this guy, people like what he's doing. I'm going to raise him up in the ranks and let more people see it, which is something that's good for me and good for you. Good for all of us. Okay, it's good for me.